Action.
What's up, bud? How can I help you?
Oh, sorry. I'll just take some Smirnoff, please.
Tell me when.
Alright. Alright, when? Thank you. Actually, could you get a drink for this lovely lady over here?
Of course. Pass your cup over.
Yeah. She's a delicate lady, I think, so just give her a little bit.
Just that.
Alright, there you go, pretty miss. So, come here often?
Oh, hee hee. No, I don't. I'm just kind of bored here.
Well, how's about I spice up your night, lady?
Oh, I haven't had enough drinks for that.
Well, propose a toast. How about that?
You're so charming.
I know.
Oh, damn, girl! You fine-looking lady. Who's this?
And that would be me, Joe Phillips. What are you doing with my lady?
She's my lady.
I beg to differ, good sir.
We're holding hands.
So are we.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, hell no!
Freeze, sucker!
Who are you?
I'm police.
Police. Why?
You are about to commit a crime.
What crime?
Battery! Now you accept to face the consequences of your actions.
What consequences? Whoa, where am I?
You're the knowledge sphere.
This looks like my living room.
Is it?
As far as I know.
Maybe it is.
Why are we in my living room?
I didn't say we were.
But you implied it.
Shh.
Well, sir, let me school yo ass, Battery.
How so?
Well, let's just say I know my way around the charges.
Tell me more.
Well, I know when Battery first became illegal on a written code of law.
Take it as Hammurabi.
Indeed, good sir. Hit a man, they cut off your hand. Times have changed. Now, there are actual consequences. Believe it or not, in the Middle Ages there were not consequences. As long as you didn't hit someone of a higher class or clergyman.
Well, now, that's not the way it is today.
I know it's not the way it is today, but I think you should know your history, as you are a cop, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, you see, I pay your salary, so... Anyway.
Think my work here is done?
No, it's not. You see, what I was engaging in was assault, which is actually completely different. That's the threat of the use of force, which is sometimes accompanied by battery, which is the actual use of force. You see, what I was about to engage in with Dan, depending on how much I hit him, would be one of three types of battery. Simple battery, sexual battery, and aggravated battery. Now, naturally, there are subtypes of battery, such as domestic violence, which is in domestic situations, naturally. I think we all know what wife beating is. But, anyways, I digress. Simple battery, you see, is when I would just simply hit him. And it's typically a misdemeanor, which is punished by monetary damages, usually his medical bills, which would also be covered on the tort battery, which I'll be talking about later. And there's sexual battery as well, where if I were to grab something specifically of his and hit him, which I would not do because that would be slightly strange. Anyway, I digress again.
Well, son, I believe you're correct.
Yeah, see? I can't be charged with battery yet, only after I hit him. You see?
Yeah, I see.
There's also a third type of battery. Aggravated battery. So if I were to beat him over the head several times with a shovel and he didn't die, and I wasn't intending to murder him, well, that would be simple battery. Not simple battery, rather. Aggravated battery. As you can see, I was probably very aggravated as I was doing it. Huh?
Yeah. Just remember, Joe, if you dare to commit battery, I will be there. And I will take
You weren't
in.
there the other times I did it.
Or was I?
Well, you certainly didn't arrest me for anything.
Oh, I didn't need to arrest you, but I was there.
What, are you saying I don't punch good enough?
I didn't say that.
Well, anyway, gotta tell you more about aggravated battery. I mean, you're a cop, you should already know this, but it seems I must be your teacher, so...
Go ahead, enlighten me.
Yes, I shall. You see, aggravated battery, therefore, is the felony, which is accompanied by jail time, typically a couple of years because, well, it doesn't carry the same weight as murder or rape or another violent crime, but still is important to teach that guy a lesson. It's also accompanied by monetary damages in the tort of battery. Now, whoever commits a tort is known as a tortfeasor.
Tortfeasor?
Tortfeasor! Well, anyway.
Who's this guy think he is?
Well,
Tortfeasor!
Potentially a tortfeasor. Anyway, the tort of battery is typically accompanied by monetary damages. Now, typically, the tort of battery is within the confines of a business. Let's say somebody falls and injures themselves. Technically, in the business, that's the business batteried them. I know, it's very strange, but typically the monetary damages awarded for a business with battery
Enough.
is $1 million.
Enough. It's enough.
What do you mean enough? You haven't learned.
I have a headache!
I don't care!
So you go home.
You go home after I'm done.
You explained everything.
I gotta explain a bit more.
Continue, sir.
Now, if you've committed felony battery a couple more times, naturally, due to a whole bunch of three strikes laws in the States, you could go to jail for a very, very long time. And odds are if you're committing battery in the streets, you're committing battery in jail, so naturally you get stuff added onto your time because you're beating the crap out of other inmates.
That's true. That's very true.
And, over time, you see, battery law has become more and more enforced. Back in the 1700s, when there weren't that many cops in the United States, of course there wouldn't be much enforcement of it. They had much bigger fish to fry. And also, domestic violence. Not exactly prosecuted as much because wife beating was...
The norm.
It was the norm. It was frowned upon, but nobody really did anything about it, unfortunately. So I guess I told you all about battery, huh?
Yes, you have. But now you're under arrest for assault.
Make it battery.